So what's up, YouTube? I skipped a couple steps, but I'm installing this Magnum headache rack, and my phone was almost dead. Pretty self-explanatory for the first part is getting the stake pocket brackets, which that bolt right here and right there, you literally just put it down in and you put both of them down in. You eventually take this out once this one's in place and you got it screwed in. Don't do it all the way because the holes on this rack weren't quite lined up. So without stripping this bolt where it goes down into the stake pocket bracket, I had to loosen this one up and get it to where both sides actually tightened up on this top bolt. So just don't tighten everything up right away until you get both threads in each bolt. And the wire I just ran down through the in between the truck. I just gotta get it past this piece of rubber, and right now it's hanging down here, and which I'm going to use the harness that came with it. It's back here. Not sure yet on how it works, but once I get it installed and ran, I'll show you exactly what I did. Pretty nice looking rack, actually. Pretty sturdy. It did come with a couple blemishes from shipping. Just on that corner up here, I'll just touch up paint on that. No point. I might write them an email and let them know, but it's not their fault. I think it's just from UPS. I got an aluminum toolbox, which is nice with the aluminum rack. Aluminum does tend to get some blemishes here and there, even though it's not steel and doesn't rust, it just corrodes, but this thing's pretty solid. I like it. Aluminum duty, aluminum rack. I'll be right back and I'll wire this up and we'll go from there. Alright, so I figured out where my harness wire plug is. On my truck it's here. For the configuration that I have, there's two different wiring harnesses. There's one that plugs into the 7-pin, and that's for that installation. Taillight body connection harness installation for the angled stake pocket, which I have. And it's that plug right there. Different on each truck. It's located right here. So, alright, I have to plug this one into there. This is tough wires. Alright, I got it plugged in. I ended up pulling the holder out of that. See that piece? And I'm getting covered by fluid film that I'd done in my last video, but it's because the Magnum rack didn't come in time and I wanted to get it done, so now I'm fighting with getting covered in fluid film, which is fine. And now I'm going to plug in that end. I want to make sure it works, so I'm going to run this real quick. Alright. Oh. How is that? Oh, okay. This doesn't seem like that's gonna work. Let me see. Let me put it down for a sec. It did. For some reason it didn't look like it was meant for that plug, but alright, now we're plugged in. I turn the truck on, everything should work. Alright, finally got all the wiring done. Zoom out a little bit. Or I didn't wire anything, I just ran it. So ran it down in between the cab and the bed, up and over, very lightly attached it to the fuel neck up and over the frame. You slide underneath here, and the hardest part is where the harness comes from the back, and I'll show you where I routed that, but I came up above this, I'm not even sure what that is, and connected it. You can see right here, and there's the plug. That is a pain in the butt to get your one hand up in there and the other hand up in there, just enough to get the click. So you can see it right up in there. Beep. And everything's ran out of the way. And I'll go to the back and show you. But that's where the harness plugs in. The factory harness plugs into the aftermarket harness. That's all lagged, and I ran it along here, up and over there. Had enough slack, so I probably should have made that look a little nicer, and ended up running it out of the way, up and over, so where nothing's gonna catch on it. It's not gonna be in the way of anything. Good picture of the underside with the fluid film done. So see that? Doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, so let me put the spare up and show you guys. I'm trying to get my license plate in there. It's alright. But we'll get this up and I'll get it cleaned up, and we'll get the lights. I'll show you the lights on, different modes and stuff. Give me 1 second. Alright, last part of this video. It's all done, installed, and I'll just show you how it looks. And you have the parking brake on. This is in reverse. Daylight, so it's not as bright, but they're really bright in person. So other lights are on. That's it. Let's see what the turn signal. Where's the four-way? Four ways are on. Look at that. Looks nice. I'm happy. Thank you, Magnum. Satisfied customer. Have a good day. God bless.